206 to 208. But there are others who dedicate themselves to seeking the pleasure of God. God is compassionate to his servants. Believers, surrender yourselves totally to God and follow in the footstep. Do not follow the footstep of Shaitan. Surely he is your sworn enemy. But if you lapse after the clear signs that you have come to you, then know that Allah is mighty and wise. Are they only waiting for God as well as the angels to come down to them under the canopies of clouds so that the matter will be settled? All the things written to God. This was the short translation of the verses recited. Ladies and gentlemen, respected audience, now we are proceeding with the first speech of the day, the topic of which is how we will be judged. The first speaker of the day is Arshia Naz. Arshia Naz Mulla, she is the student of 5th standard. She is a brilliant academic performer. Now, please welcome Arshia Naz with the topic how.
I welcome all of you with the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace, mercy and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon all of you. Today the topic of my speech is how we will be judged. To understand how we will be judged, it is important to understand that humans' action fall into one of two categories. The first comprises of matter, in which no moral choice has to be made. These are purely accidental happenings, whose outcome, either good or bad, cannot be judged from a moral standpoint, because it contains no purposeful element. The second category is very different in nature, because it covers a wide and complex range of actions, the rights and wrongs which have to be scrupulously and purposefully considered before being carried out. This is known as the ethical category. To understand the difference between two, let us take the example of stone balance. Precariously on the branch of a tree, if you walk under it, it falls and it hits you. Subsequently, you find yourself badly injured. Do you strike the tree and bear a grudge against it? Of course not. But suppose a man picks up a stone and throws it at you with the intention of injuring you would and actually do so. Would you become enraged and feel like urge to retaliate in like manner? You would be perfectly justified your feeling that this wrong should be punished because the act was intentional. Here it is not just question of some random happening, but a right and wrong action, good and bad intention in a word of ethics. The example chosen to clarify this point are of a simple nature, in that the outcome of the action is immediately apparent, and moreover, in the second case, it is possible to make an instant moral judgment. But there was other much more complex situation in life where wrongdoing goes undetected. Its effects may be hidden or delayed for a long period, and the culprits never be brought either by moral condemnation of society or in court of law. Sometimes evil doing is of course perceived. As such, the miscreant is so clever and resourceful that he is able to escape punishment, or a human resource or required to inflict punishment are lacking, so the evildoer goes scot-free. What walk of life he hails will be required to stand his Maker and lay his life absolutely bare before him. If all this was kept hidden from him in this world, it was because it was God's plan to put man on trial. If he knew all this, his trial would have been meaningless. If he reacts favorably, he passes the test. If he reacts unfavorably, he fails the test. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.